Hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of Junior All-Star Championship, Season Preview Series. I have with me the Mountain Iron-Buhl girls basketball team. Welcome, welcome, ladies and coach. And coach, if you want to kick us off and introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Jeff Buffetta. I've been coaching at Mountain Iron-Buhl for 22 years.
And we'll kick it to the players. We'll start with Jordan.
Hi, I am a guard and I'm a sophomore.
And we'll do popcorn. So if you just want to call it the next person that you want to have go.
Jacie, you can go.
I'm Jacie Kvas. I'm a post and I'm also a senior. And Hali can go next.
I'm Hali. I'm in 10th grade and I'm a guard. I'll take Ava.
My name is Ava Butler. I am a senior and I'm a forward. Sage.
Oh.
My name is Sage. I'm a junior and I'm a guard. Lauren.
My name's Lauren. I am a forward and I'm a senior. I don't know who else.
Brooke, I think we have Brooke left.
Brooke can go.
My name is Brooke. I'm a guard and I'm a senior.
Thank you, everyone. So, Coach, what we usually do is we usually take a peek back at last year. I always say it was a crazy year. You had COVID, everything's going on, but your team had a lot of success making state. I feel like your fans might have some gray hairs after your two games. I think both of them were 1-point games. So just kind of looking back at last year, what are some things from, for the COVID year, from kind of everything that you guys went through, the successes and, that you guys, the struggles that you guys had that you guys can learn and bring into this year?
Last year was tough overall. I mean, it was a long season. We definitely had some games that tested us. We tend to have to travel a lot. And we had a couple very rough road games last year where we got beat pretty good on our 4 or 5 hour night travels, but I think we grew up a lot from them and I think it helped us towards the end of the year. The state tournament definitely was, they were close. There were some tough games. We had our third game with Cass Lake, which was a tough game because we each knew each other so well. And Minnesota being the 2-time defending champs, so we had them on the ropes, but it was a good experience considering we have everybody back this year. Hopefully we learn from that.
And then I'll ask the players. Ava, we'll have you kind of speak on it. What can you guys bring into this year? That experience from state, those close games at state, a 1-point win, a 1-point loss, set back to the eventual champs. What can you guys from the team aspect bring into this year from that?
I think that we learned a lot just from everything that happened last year, including the state tournament, like having those close games and really fighting to try to get that win brought us together, and we can take the things that we did wrong and bring that into this season to improve them and hopefully make it farther.
And coach, and I always ask, some coaches have different threats, I guess, mentality going into the year. Some of them like to say, we put the big goals out there, we want this, and this is what the steps we're going to take to get there. And some would say, we take it day by day, practice by practice, game by game. And if you take care of the little things, the big things take care of themselves. Where do you fall on that?
Well, me personally, I'd like to take the day by day thing. I know these girls want to win a state championship, and obviously so do I, but we've put together probably the toughest schedule in the history of our school. We have tough game after tough game, a lot of travel. I think we're going to learn a lot this year. And I think if we learn in all the battles that we have, I think the goals that all of them have, there's a chance for it. And I think that's what's important. But we have to definitely keep our sights small because our schedule is so tough. We're going to have to just take one battle at a time until we get to that point.
And Jacie, we'll ask you, how does the experience, you as, seniors or older, players that, you're bringing your top 8 kind of back that played last year. How do you guys kind of keep it on the court, make sure that everyone, doesn't get too far ahead of themselves beyond the practice in front of you, the game in front of you?
Well, every day we just try to like focus on like say we're playing a really hard cities team, we only focus on like that specific team, not who we're playing next week or who we're playing the game after. It's always just the team that's like coming right up, so we're ready and we know like exactly what they're gonna do and what their plays are, and just so we're like really prepared for the battle we're up against.
Jordan, I'll ask you, if someone hasn't seen Mountain Iron-Buhl girls basketball, not quite sure where they've been, but if they haven't, what's something that they're going to see if they come to one of your guys' games? For, you know, on the bench, on the court, in the stands, what's something they would see?
Court wise, they're gonna see a lot of pressing and the other team being probably tired. Cause I mean, we like to get it up there, we like to transition, but also like everyone on our team can shoot. So it's not like you can just guard me or guard Ava, Jacie, Sage. Like you can't just guard one person. And bench wise, we have some pretty loud girls, which is always fun. But they like to do their celebrations on the side, and I think that they keep us going. So yeah.
This goes out to any player. So coach said one of the toughest schedules in program history. So maybe, I don't know if, and I thought not to like look too far ahead, but is there a game that we have circled, a big game? If you're going to be in the house, you want to be in here for that game. Any of those games for anyone have, or is it just the next game the most important one?
I think that the game that we all want to win a lot is Mayor Lutheran, because last season we played them and we got our butt kicked, to say the least, and we should not have. Then we played them in the summer and we ended up beating them, and it was a really, really hyped game and it was super fun. So I know that I'm excited to play them again, and I'm pretty sure everybody else.
I will say, coach, I feel as a fan, I'm a little bummed that Mountain Iron-Buhl and Minnesota are so far apart. That's a matchup I feel like I would like to see every year, because it's two traditional powerhouses in 1A basketball. And I'm like, I would watch that game. I would be at that game every year, but I'll make sure I'm in Target Center if that happens again. And coach, from your perspective, we'll ask you the same. Any games that, you know, circled, you know, if someone's going to be in the gym for this game, this is who they want to be in the gym for?
You know, I don't know if there's any one, but we're fortunate enough to be invited to numerous of these big events. We're in several breakdowns. We're in the Twin Cities Thanksgiving Classic. We're in the Hall of Fame Classic, where we get to play Concordia Academy and Maddie Greenway and their group. And then we have our local rivalries with like Cromwell and Cherry, and we play Roseau every year. And I mean, you go right down the line, they're just fun. It's a lot of fun games. There's not going to be a lot of relaxing, because it's going to be one good matchup after another. And I think if people are willing to travel and come to these games, they're going to be impressed with what they're going to see on the court.
Playing Rosenau, so I feel like you may have sent Katie Borovich a happy graduation card last year. That might have been happy to see graduation. The Borovich sisters moving on, I feel.
We enjoyed facing the Boroviches. I went down to watch her play the other day for the Gophers, and unfortunately she's had surgery and she's out for the year. But the Borovich family, they work, they're hard workers. They got what they earned.
Hali, and then we'll ask you, kind of coming in to this game, what are some, we know not to get too far ahead, but from the team aspect this season, what are expectations, you know, in terms of game by game, day by day, what is, you know, kind of a non-negotiable from the team aspect in a game?
I think that this year we're really focusing on being positive and bringing lots of energy to each other, because that is going to build us up and help us get to where we want to be, which is a state championship. And I also think that we work really well as a team together, and I think that that's going to bring us far too.
So then I always say, let's get to know the team a little bit. And this goes out to any player. Who's that hype person on the team? The big and one, the big steal, the kind of doing the flexes. If someone does that, who's that person on the team?
Jordan.
I would say, oh wait, did you talk Jordan? Okay, well, I would say Jordan is the hype person on the court, and we have a teammate on the bench. Her name's Maya Gallus, and she's definitely our hype person on the bench.
And then the next one I ask, and this one I sometimes get an answer and sometimes I just get a lot of like head shakes. So who's the best healthy trash talker on the team? Is there one that if the other team wants to talk a little something, they're not afraid to kind of let them know they're out there? Is everyone pretty well just they let that kind of stuff go? Or is there one on the team that is a healthy trash talker? Coach shaking his head no, so I don't know. No trash talking from Mountain Iron-Buhl. Hey, it's don't always got to. I said some people they take them out of the game. So we'll just go with that. There's none. That Jordan's the hype person and we stop at the hype. So and coach, we'll start with this and then I'll go to the players. Mountain Iron-Buhl will have a successful 2021-2022 season if they do what?
Well, for me, it's about staying healthy. I really think if we stay healthy, we'll have a successful year. So much revolves around that, and it's such a long season. So to me, that's number one.
Lauren, from the player's perspective, Mountain Iron-Buhl will have a successful season if they do what?
I think if we just communicate with each other a lot and just stay positive and just transfer that positive energy to everyone and make sure that if somebody gets down, we help them to get back up again and just always have confidence in ourselves and our teammates.
And then, so then each player, and we'll go this, and then we'll have coach say it. One word to describe the 2021-2022 Mountain Iron-Buhl girls basketball team is, we'll start with Hali.
I think unforgettable because I think that we've had so many successful teams in the past, but I think that this is our year to bring it home. So, yeah.
Sage.
I would say determined because we are really determined to get that state championship.
Lauren.
I would say motivated because we're all really excited to just get each other better and get to that state championship again.
Jacie.
I'd say confident because we've sat on the bench for all these other groups going through the state tournament. So we know what it's like and we've been on the floor. So I think we're all pretty confident.
Jordan.
I would probably say versatile. And I feel like I don't really have to explain that one. It's just kind of.
How about you, Brooke? What's one word to describe this year's team?
I would say excited. I think we're all really excited to get to that state tournament and hopefully get that state championship when we've waited so many years and we're finally ready to.
Ava.
I would say hungry. Like we're really wanting this, especially coming so close last year. Like this is something that we all really want and really looking forward to it.
Coach, what's your one word for this year's team?
I probably have to go with 2 words, but to me, it's unfinished business because these girls have all worked hard. The program's been working hard for many years and we've knocked on the door many times. And I just think, we have unfinished business to go after and try to take another step.
And then coach, coming to you, I've seen your teams throughout the years and you've been coaching for 22 years. What are some of your non-negotiables in the program that, year in and year out, we don't waver on this. These are non-negotiables. This is what will be the program each team will do.
Man, it seems like I give 1,000 of them to them. Everything's expected, but I don't know. I think it was touched on earlier. We just pride ourselves on our defense and we want to be an up and down transition team. We want to run our offense, at a fast pace and we shoot. That's one thing that I think we've been known for many, many years is we shoot and we want to put 5 shooters on the floor and we want everybody to be a threat. And I think that's what we do. And I think that's probably what we're most known for.
And then this is a coach question, or I guess in terms of that history, I think I've seen you guys at state at both the barn at Williams Arena and Target Center. Do you have a preference, or just making state, you'll play at whatever court they put you guys on?
Well, I do prefer the barn. I mean, Williams Arena, there's nothing like coaching there. I guess I haven't played there. I've coached there many times now, but I don't know. There's just a feeling when you're playing in a state championship game or a state tournament game on that court. I mean, can't complain about Target Center last year. It was fun. We were in the state tournament, but me personally, I like Williams.
And so the players, to get to know you guys a little bit, this goes out to each player. So is there a player, male, female, WNBA, NBA, college, pro, that you guys would say you model your game after, that you kind of feel this is who I watched and emulated, or, you know, even just enjoy watching? We'll start with Ava.
One player that I've always looked up to is Maya Moore when she played for the Lynx. I just think she was a great player, and I just valued everything she did, and I wanted to be just like her.
Brooke?
One player I really look up to is Paige Beckers. I think she did so much with her high school career, and it's just going to go so far.
Jordan?
I kind of have a lot. I look up to Steph Curry, Paige Becker, Sabrina Ionescu, and Gianna Neepkins. I got to work out with her a couple of times. I really like her game.
So I'm hearing you're a Pac-12 fan.
Yep.
Jacie?
I don't watch a lot of like professional and like basketball, but like just like around here, I'd say Mary Burke. She graduated a few years ago from our school, but she was always like super strong in the paint, and I try to be like her.
Lauren?
I don't watch a lot of professional basketball either, but I do have to say that a lot of the girls that graduated from our school, and even the girls on our team now, I look up to them and try to just learn everything that I can from them.
How about you, Sage?
Lindsay Whalen, all the way. I think she's just amazing. She's a great hustler, and her like attitude towards her team and team leadership is just something I really look up to.
Hali?
I also have to say Paige Beckers. I love how fast paced she plays and what she's done in her college and high school careers.
So this next question, I have a feeling I know some of the names, but is there a player, I'll say Minnesota high school girls basketball, past or present, that you never got a chance to play with in either high school or AAU, that if you got a chance to play with this one player, this is who it would be? We'll go back, we'll start with Hali on this one.
Probably Paige.
Sage?
Mine would be Chelsea Mason.
Lauren?
Mine would be Chelsea Mason too. I did get to play with her once for a very short time, but she was always someone I looked up to, and I thought that it would be fun to play with her again.
Jacie?
I'd say Paige Beckers too.
Jordan? I see you shaking your head. Am I saying the same name?
I would probably pick Gianna Neepkins or Grace Kirk. They're both really great leaders, and I think Gianna is just a great player. So is Grace.
Brooke?
I would say Paige.
Ava?
I would say Maya Buffetta. She was always a great leader, and I wasn't on the team when she was playing, but she's someone that I really wish I could have been able to play with.
Coach, we're going to come to you with that question. Past or present Minnesota high school girls basketball, who's one player you wish you'd have had a chance to give to coach?
Well, I just think going back in the history of Minnesota basketball, I think it is important for all of these girls and coaches to be around Janet Carvin, and she's sort of the one who started it off in our state. So
I missed her at the state tournament. She used to do the state tournaments every year, and I think for a couple she hasn't been there, but she used to do them every year. And so I just wanted, so I was gonna ask about the, coming year type situation. What is something that you guys want, or ladies would like someone to know about Mount Iron-Buhl that maybe you don't think they do know, or it's a misconception? What is something that people should know about Mount Iron-Buhl in terms of the program, the history on it, and the expectation, that type of situation to any player?
I think that it's a common misconception that like, oh, well, they're from Mountain Iron, so they have to be good. Like, I think we've all worked super hard to get where we are. So then they're like, oh, well, they're at the state tournament again. Well, yeah, we worked to get here. Like, yeah.
Anyone else? You've got something, what's something that people just, they have incorrect about the team or about the program?
I would say that a lot of people think that we're like forced to be in the gym or be in the weight room. Coaches make us do stuff, but it's genuinely that we want to be in there. I'm really thankful that our coaches are able to give us those opportunities, but nobody's like forcing our hands, like making us be in the gym. We really enjoy it.
Coach, did you have any throughout the year, there's many misconceptions or thoughts that people just, that they should know about your program or the history of it, or type of, kind of the feel of your program?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any like misconceptions or anything, but I think what they hit on is right. I mean, there's nothing given to anybody. We've been to state 10 of 11 years because we've had a whole bunch of kids that have been committed to working hard. And you don't get there by accident, you get there by working. And I think we've been fortunate enough to have groups of kids who started that. And now we continue to have groups of kids continuing that legacy on. And that's good. And they're leaders, and they're going to continue to have other kids come and do it. And I think that's what a program does.
And then we'll wrap it up kind of, speaking to the history of it. Each player, we'll start with Hali. What does it mean to you to represent Mountain Iron-Buhl and wear that, the jersey for the girls basketball team for Mountain Iron-Buhl? What does that mean to you?
I think it's an honor because so many people have worked so hard to start our program and like start our success, and we've kind of followed their like footsteps and worked hard also to do that. And I just think that it's such a blessing to be a part of it and be a part of such a great program.
Jacie?
I would also say that it's an honor because like just the MIB on your shirt doesn't mean like you're a part of it and that's it. Like it just shows like how much work, like the name, like MIB, like all the work behind it, like people just see that when they see us.
Sage?
I also think it's a huge honor. Like, we have little girls every Wednesday and we start them super young, and like us high schoolers are coaching them. And me personally, like, I love doing that and teaching like the little kids what we know. That means so much to me. And like getting like a state shirt for basketball, like I wear that with like pride. Like that means everything to me. Like Mountain Iron-Buhl, just, it's amazing.
Lauren?
Yeah, I would also say I'm really proud. I think that we work harder than a lot of people. We work as hard as a lot of people. And it's really nice to know that I'm on a team that takes a lot of pride in what we do.
Jordan?
I can agree with everything that they all said, but I also think like putting on that jersey is just like you're held to such high standards, which you can look at it two ways, but I think that it's an honor to be wearing it and knowing that like all the elementary girls who come to our games are looking up to us, like they have a favorite player on the team. Like it just feels great.
Brooke?
Yeah, I think that it's such an honor to wear the jersey because we put in so much work like out in the summer, and even through the winter. We have open gyms on Sundays, and there's so many girls who came before us that like led up to having our reputation, but it's just such an honor to carry that on.
Ava?
I would say that it's just very meaningful to be able to continue on and be in this program. Like Sage was talking about us coaching the little girls on Wednesday nights. like when we were little, those seniors and players were doing that for us. So to be able to continue that on and follow such great leaders and great players is really an honor, and it's very meaningful.
Coach, we'll let you bring it home. What's it mean to you to represent Mount Iron-Buhl as the coach and the program and the history behind it?
Well, for me, it's everything. This is my hometown. It's where I graduated. It's where I'll be until I'm not here anymore, I guess. I don't know. I love it. And I think our program helps represent the school at a high level and represent our school well. And that's important to me. And I think it's important to the girls. So hopefully we'll just keep that going.
I like it. Well, ladies and coach, I will give you some of your Thursday night back. I very much so appreciate you taking the time. I want to say I think you guys have a lot of success coming this season. I will be there at state. I will be there at other games. You'll see me in the stand. Look for a bag of Skittles in the hat backwards, and you'll see me. So I said I'm very, very thankful for you doing this. Thank you, thank you. I look forward to the season. And if we win at state, remember we have the championship series. We can come bring you back on and talk. We can compare notes from the this one to that one. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and all of you have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck this season.